Today we're going to discuss the counter portion of the ALICE training on what to do if an active aggressor is inside the building. This situation would only be used in a last resort. To counter an individual coming in to try and harm you is if you cannot run away or you cannot successfully lock down. The intruder is inside the building before you have an opportunity to do that. What we want to do is we want to take any items we have within our classroom, our Chromebooks, our water bottles, our chairs, anything you can get your hands on, a stapler, throw them at the individual that's trying to come in to do you harm. The goal is to disorientate or incapacitate the intruder so they cannot harm you. It also buys time for the first responders and good guys to come and stop the aggression. You can use anything in this classroom. I want you to move around. I want you to yell. I want you to throw things hard at the individual. I want you to try and knock them down and incapacitate them before they can do any harm to you. In a minute, we will demonstrate on how that's done and what you should do should you be faced with this situation.
Lock down, lock down, lock down.
Oh, he's right here! He's right there!
As you can see how the counter worked, the individual was so close that we didn't have time to lock the door or flee. So counter became necessary. By them throwing the objects at me, and when I tried to get in and tried to focus on what I was doing, I was hit by objects, it incapacitated me, it got me confused, I couldn't focus on what I was doing and I had to leave. This is the whole point of this. Hit that individual with everything you can, as hard as you can, to protect yourselves and not make them be able to focus and do what they intend to do. It also buys time for first responders to come to help save the day. So now we're going to talk about the evacuation or run escape portion of the training. This would be if you're in a big area like either the cafeteria, a gym, or the hallway, and there's an aggressive person in the building attempting to harm people. We want you to run away, escape, get out of the building. You have multiple exit points here in the cafeteria where you can flee and leave and escape the aggressor coming in. What we want you to do is once you leave the building, do not run to your car and try and drive away. You're going to have multiple first responders coming to the school. You'll get caught up. You will not get away. We want you to run off property. Get somewhere safe. What does that mean? It means another building, a friend's home, the town hall, different areas of where you feel safe and there's no more threat. Ultimately, we'd like you to get to the Pitkin Center, but if you can't, get somewhere safe and we will account for you later. But get away from the threat. Use what you can and get away. Right now we're going to talk about what to do in a lockdown situation where you're in the bathroom and you do not have the opportunity to leave the bathroom or flee. The first step we're going to do is make sure that the door is closed. There's a barrier between us. It doesn't lock, but it's closed. Step 2 is to enter the stall. We want to make sure that you cannot be seen or heard. That is your best protection in this situation. You're going to shut the door and lock it. After the door is shut, you want to get up on the toilet. Situate yourself so your feet are not seen and minimize your noise. Remember, make sure you stay as still as possible so you don't activate the automatic flush. So remember, we are giving you all the options that you have at your disposal to keep you as safe as possible during an active aggressor event. We've taught you how to evacuate if you needed to get away to keep yourself safe from the threat. We showed you a lockdown with barricade that enhances your barricading and your lockdown safety procedures. And we also showed you what to do should you need to, as a last resort, counter to disorientate that aggressor and protect yourselves. Everything you do and everything that your teachers are going to help you do are predicated on what you know based upon the information that was called during the lockdown. Your senses, what you hear, what you see will determine what course of action you need to take to keep you as safe as possible in the unfortunate event that this type of event occurs. You have options. Doing nothing is not acceptable. Doing something will protect you.